A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Ball Yard on the campus of Trinity Baptist College for exciting NCCAA baseball featuring the Lions of Paine College and your Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise for our opening prayer? Lord Father, we thank you for bringing us out here on a beautiful afternoon. Father, we pray that you keep every player safe and free from all harm or injury. Heal those who are already hurting, Lord. Above all, help us remember we need to worship you, our Lord and Savior. Thank you, Father, for blessing us and forgiving us of our sins. In your name we pray. Amen. And now the starting lineups for the Lions from Paine College. Leading off, playing shortstop, number 1, Denny Daza. Batting second at third base, number 3, Caden Wilcox. Batting third in left field, number 14, Jerry Beto. The cleanup hitter in right field, number 16, Dominique Page. Batting fifth, doing the catching, number 7, Joel Malone. Batting sixth at first base, number 11, Christian Batista. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 15, Camilo Martinez. Batting eighth in center field, number 18, Chris Williams. Batting ninth at second base, number 2, Vladimir Lemos. And pitching for the Lions, number 27, Fabio Wharf. And now the starting lineup for the home team, Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Leading off, playing third base, number 3, Graham Gorman. Batting second, behind the plate, number 14, Ryan Ongst. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 9, Gavin Williams. Batting cleanup at first base, number 34, David Hickey. Batting fifth, playing right field, number 2, Jordan Fernandez. Batting sixth in left field, number 10, Parker Laffrey. Batting seventh at shortstop, number 4, Nate Norguris. Batting eighth, playing second base, number 41, Seth Reeves. And batting ninth in center field, number 11, Jacob Burke. Pitching for the Eagles, number 24, Darren Goki. And good afternoon. Welcome to Eagles Field, Talon Field, here on the campus of Trinity Baptist College. Game 1 of a Saturday afternoon doubleheader featuring the Lions and the Eagles. The Lions from Paine College, who won last night's ball game 8-3. I'm Ray Bureau, and we'll be back after this national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. And we're ready to play ball in this absolutely beautiful and sunny Saturday afternoon here on the west side of Jacksonville. Temperatures in the low 60s and should stay like this all throughout this afternoon's doubleheader. Do beg your pardon, my voice is gone. Coming back from an illness I've had all week long. Do the best we can to let you know what's going on out there on the field. Darren Goki, the left-hander, pitching for TBC. And what a South Region tournament he had back last spring as Trinity Baptist hosted the tournament that the University of Fort Lauderdale ended up winning and going on to the national championship tournament. Trinity Baptist came in third place in last year's tournament, looking to get there and even better here in 2024. Denny Daza, Caden Wilcox, and Jerry Beto lead things off for the Lions. Dominique Page, Joel Malone, and Christian Batista follow. And the bottom third of the batting order, Camilo Martinez, Chris Williams, and Vladimir Limos. Paine won last night's ball game 8-3, coming from behind. TBC scored the first 2 runs in the first inning. Paine then got 3 runs in the 6th, tacked on 4 more in the 7th and 1 in the 8th, and TBC got 1 in the bottom of the 8th of last night's ball game. Goki's making his first appearance on the mound. This is only the Eagles' second game. No wins, 1 loss, and this is South Region play, so no wins and 1 loss overall in the conference for the Eagles as well. Paine 1-2 after last night's win. 1 win, no losses in South Region competition. Danny Daza steps in. He was 2 for 5 in last night's ball game, and he gets his first look at sophomore Darren Goki. And the left-hander delivers his first pitch. And it misses outside for ball 1. Darren Goki Jr., a sophomore from Bonita Springs, Florida. A swing and a foul back evens a count at a ball and a strike. Noel Wakefield back on stats for us this afternoon. Lucas Spee, who joined me for last night's broadcast, he's going to do the softball games, Trinity against Paine. He's out there on a softball field, and those begin at 1 p.m. Goki misses up and away, making the count 2 balls and a strike. He'll be opposed by Fabio Worf, and we'll tell you a little bit about when Worf takes the mound. Goki fires a fastball right by Daza. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Daza had a couple of hits in last night's ball game. Had a single in the 3rd and a double and a run scored in the 6th. Ground ball to Hickey. Fields it cleanly. He'll take it himself, and that's out number 1. 3-U on the putout. 1 away, bases empty for third baseman Caden Wilcox, who's wearing number 3 this afternoon after wearing number 17 last night. Wilcox drove in 3 runs in that ball game, 2 for 5 overall. It was Wilcox who got the 2-run single in the 6th that tied the score, and then Paine went on to win it from there. Goki got the first man he faced. There's a ground ball sharply hit towards short. Norguris with a bullet throw, and it gets the runner for out number 2. So Wilcox hits the first pitch very hard, but right at the shortstop, and Norguris made a terrific throw. Jerry Beto steps in. Walked and scored a run in last night's ball game. Nothing out of 4 officially. And a high pop-up on the first pitch, and that one will sail out of play. Beto scored what turned out to be the potential winning run in the 6th inning last night after drawing a walk. Takes this one low and inside, and the count is even up at a ball and a strike. Tell you, we could not have asked for better weather here in Jacksonville this afternoon. Goki takes a long look and now delivers. And a high pop-up heading toward the bullpen area. And Hickey gave it a look but ran out of room. So count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Eagles basketball South Region competition this afternoon Both the women and the men are playing at Toccoa Falls. Women at 2, men at 4. Foul tip. It's either do or don't back there behind the plate. Ryan Austin unable to hold on to that one. Even major league catchers, I've heard them say, there's really no way to practice that. You either catch the ball or you don't. A ball and 2 strikes. And again, Goki takes a long look and now delivers the 1-2. Fastball upstairs to even a count up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hopefully I'll be able to hold up for at least 14 innings this afternoon. Goki working a little more quickly this time, and the fastball is right up at the top of the zone, maybe a tiny bit too high. He doesn't get the call, and the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Beto digs in. Goki winds and delivers. Got him swinging. 1, 2, 3. Go the Lions in the first. 1 strikeout for Goki. After a half inning, no score. Eagles coming to bat. Sophomore Fabio Wharf takes the hill for the Lions. Check that junior from Columbia. This will be his second appearance. He went 2 2/3 innings against Thomas this past Sunday afternoon. Allowed just 1 hit, struck out 1, did hit 2 men, but got no decision in game number 1 of that Sunday afternoon doubleheader. And now Wharf will face Gorman, Ongston, Williams. The middle of the batting order for the Eagles, David Hickey, Jordan Fernandez, and Parker Laffrey. And the bottom 3 are Nate Norgaris, Seth Reeves, and Jacob Burke. Defensively for the Lions, Wilcox at third, Daza at short, Lemos at second, and Batista plays first. Behind the plate is Joel Malone. And around the outfield, Jerry Beto in left, Dominique Page in right, and Chris Williams in center. So Graham Gorman will step up. He'll be the first batter for TBC. He led off last night's ball game by drawing a walk and scored the Eagles' first run. Gorman nothing out of 3 officially, but he did walk twice. He got himself on base a couple of times. And Graham Gorman steps up to the box. Gorman, a freshman from Father Lopez Catholic School in Daytona Beach. He himself is from DeLand. And so Gorman digs in. Wharf, the tall right-hander, ready, and he winds and delivers and misses in the dirt for ball 1. Again, I do ask for your forgiveness about my voice. Hopefully that'll be back before too long. 1 ball, no strikes. Wharf peers over the glove, winds and delivers. And a fastball's up and in. Not overpowering, but you don't have to throw super hard to get batters out. And the 2-0. There's a line drive, well hit towards right. However, Page takes a few steps toward his right and makes the play. Gorman hit that one pretty hard. Line drive out to right, and there's 1 away. Ryan Onks last night, 1 for 5. Played second base in last night's ball game. He's catching game one of this Saturday doubleheader. Wharf ready, and the first pitch coming. Fly ball, right center field. It's going to stay up and allow Page to camp underneath it. Another very well hit ball, but it is about 370 where Ongst hit it. So 2 outs as he flies out to right. Designated hitter Gavin Williams drove in a run with a triple in last night's ball game. That was in his first at bat. He then scored a moment later, 2 for 5 overall. And he takes the first pitch on the inner half for a strike. Eagles men's soccer team doing some February practice well out behind the right center field fence. Of course, that is the TBC soccer field. And that one bounces in the dirt. Counts even at a ball and a strike. Fabio Wharf, the 1-1. Another hard hit ball, and this one's going to find the grass. So Gavin Williams singles to right. Keeps the inning alive for the cleanup man, David Hickey. So far, all 3 balls hit hard to right, 2 of them caught, and that line drive by Williams able to get down for a base hit. David Hickey had an RBI double in the first last night, 3 for 4 overall. Also drew a walk, so he had a pretty good night at the plate. Of course, this is TBC's second game of the season. And that one fastball on the outside part of the plate. No balls and a strike. We do not have updated stats for the Lions, unfortunately. But we can tell you how they did in last night's ball game as they come up. No balls and a strike. David Hickey, the first baseman. Good swing, and he fouls this one back, and he's down 0-2. Softball against Paine, about 45 minutes from getting underway. Now, I never did hear how Paine did against Fort Lauderdale. They played here on our field on Thursday, the softball team. 0-2, ball bounces in the dirt. Williams takes off. The throw is not in time. A wild pitch allows Gavin Williams to get to second base. And now Hickey, a good opportunity to drive in a run. He does have 2 strikes and 1 ball now after the wild pitch. So a chance to put the Eagles out in front. Eagles got 2 in the first last night, but didn't score again until the 8th. By that time, Paine had an 8-2 lead, and the final score was 8-3. The 1-2 in the dirt. This time blocked by Joel Malone. Counts even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jordan Fernandez would like to get up there with a couple of men on base, or at least 1 on and 1 in. He's the on-deck hitter. Fernandez had a couple of hits last night. Here's a 2-2 to Hickey. Ball 3 up and in. Count full. Gavin Williams, a runner at second. He'll be off on contact. 2 outs. Danny Daza playing right up the middle for the right-handed hitter. A lot of room on the ground to the right side. Daza now backs off a little bit, and the playoff pitch is in the dirt. That is ball 4. Hickey just making sure he had the count correct himself. So he's aboard for Jordan Fernandez. As we said, Fernandez had a couple of hits. He was 2 for 3. He had a single. He also stole home in the 8th inning after hitting his way aboard. That started the 8th inning and worked a double steal with Drew Gifford. Swings and fouls this one straight back, and no balls and a strike. Williams at second, Hickey at first. A 2-out single followed by a walk. Fernandez looking to drive in his first run of the season. High pop-up, that's going to sail out of play. So no balls, 2 strikes, and Wharf is 1 strike away from getting out of the inning without a run scoring. No balls, 2 strikes. Wharf from the stretch. And the pitch. That one's into dirt. Both runners are going to advance. Williams to third. Hickey to second. Wild pitch. Second of the inning, uncorked. Ball actually hit home plate. Made it very difficult for Malone. Another one of those, and the Eagles will have the lead. One ball, 2 strikes. And Wharf will go for the stretch with runners at second and third and the pitch. High pop fly. That has a chance to get down. It is a fair ball. Williams has scored. Hickey around third. He will score, and the Eagles lead 2-0. That's a 2-run bloop single for Jordan Fernandez. 2 runs batted in. And again, the Eagles lead it now 2-0. I'm going to pause here. I'll be right back in a moment. Here's Parker Lafferty with a runner at first. 2 men in, 2 men out. Fernandez just made contact like he's supposed to do, especially with 2 strikes. He found a hole. Well, you look at Gorman and Onks, they both hit very hard line drives that were caught. And then Fernandez just bloops one into the Bermuda Triangle in right and gets 2 runs batted in with a base hit. Funny how baseball happens. Ball and a strike. Parker Lafferty trying to keep the inning alive for TBC. Senior from Winter Springs High School in Winter Springs, Florida. And he takes strike 2 on the inner half. One ball, 2 strikes. A long look by Wharf. He got the first 2 men out. Then a single, a walk, a couple of wild pitches, and a 2-run single. Misses outside. That's ball 2. Of course, Lafferty very well experienced in the batter's box. Makes good, solid contact. More times than not. The 2-2 had a good rip and fouled it off. Too bad he didn't square that one up. He had found a gap that may have scored another run all the way from first. Norguris, Reeves, and Burke scheduled to follow. Hitters 7, 8, and 9 if Lafferty can keep this inning going. There are 2 out. Here's where Wharf wants to get it done. He does not want to go 3-2 and give the runner at first a head start. The pitch. It's popped up and should be an easy catch. Shortstop. Daza drops the ball and everybody is safe. Daza looking right up into the sun. Unable to corral it, and a big break for the Eagles. That'll go as an error on the shortstop. And let's see if Nate Norguris can take advantage of an extra out. 2 men on, 2 out, 2 runs in. And the first pitch in there for a strike. Norguris nods his head in agreement. Nothing in 1. And Wharf has to throw some extra pitches, and that one is in the dirt for ball 1. Not only do you put an extra runner on and give the opposition an extra out, but then the pitcher has to work a little harder to get out of the inning. A ball and a strike. Norguris digs in, chance to drive in an extra run. And the pitch. High pop foul. This one is out of play. Hits the light tower, bounces back, and lands fair. Too bad that doesn't count. He hit the shell of one of the lights all the way at the top of the tower, down the right sideline. So Norguris, 1-2, back in the box. Orff will go from the stretch. Not too worried about the runners. Needs to get the batter. And he does on the inside corner for strike 3. Eagles, though, get 2 runs, both earned. A couple of hits and an error and 2 left. After 1, Trinity Baptist 2, Paine nothing. Blue single by Jordan Fernandez scored 2, and the Eagles lead 2-0 as we start the second inning. 4, 5, and 6 are due up. Page, Malone, and Batista. Facing Darren Goki, 1 perfect inning so far. Also struck out 1 that ended the inning. Dominique Page had a very good night last night. 2 for 5, 3 runs driven in. He had an RBI triple in the 6th and a 2-run single in the 7th. Now he calls time before the first pitch of the inning is thrown. There's a loose ball out on the field. Now we're ready. And Goki takes a look, gets ready to deliver his first pitch of the second inning. Fastball, a little bit inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Goki ready. Here's the 1-0. Lost control of that one. Held on into it a little bit too late. And the ball hits the dirt for ball 2. Goki working quickly with the bases empty. A breaking ball, no. Stays upstairs a little too long. And now the hitter way ahead, 3 balls, no strikes. Goki fires a 3-0 fastball, but low for ball 4. First base runner that Goki has allowed. And with nobody out and a runner at first, Joel Malone steps up. Nothing out of 4 last night. Couple of punch outs. Malone did catch all 9 innings last night. He's catching game 1 here today. Not likely, but possible he gets back there again later this afternoon. Page, a pretty good lead with the lefty on the mound, and the first pitch fastball is a strike. David Hickey at first, Seth Reeves at second, Nate Norguris at short, and Graham Gorman at third. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Parker Laffrey is in left, Jacob Burke in center, and Jordan Fernandez in right with Ryan Ongst behind the plate. And the 2-strike pitch is fouled off the foot, and that looked like it didn't feel too good for Malone. Looks like it got him on the top of the right foot. That's what he is down there rubbing right now. Christian Bautista, the on-deck hitter, making sure that his teammate is all right. And Malone will grab the bat, walk a little bit gingerly back to the batter's box. Let's hope he's all right. He's going to step back in there with a count of 0-2. See how that affects him as he runs towards first, assuming no strike 3 here. Goki with the pitch, a breaking ball, got him. Strikeout number 2 for Darren Goki. And Christian Bautista will step up to the plate. Last night, Bautista scored a run, walked twice, 0 out of 2 officially. Scored that run in the 7th inning. That's when the Lions got 4. He got the first one of that inning. Throw over to first, almost got away from Hickey. Lions got 3 in the 6th, 4 in the 7th, and 1 more in the 8th. Breaking ball a little low this time. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out with the runner at first. Dominique Page started the inning with a base on balls. Middle infielders at double play depth, as you would expect. And a high chopper pulled foul. Seems to have warmed up just a few degrees out there to the mid-60s. We're in a stretch right now where the weatherman can't seem to make up his mind. Hot, cold, windy, no wind. We have a gentle breeze today. We had no wind at all last night. Throw over to first and the runner's back. Gentle breeze blowing out toward the scoreboard you see beyond right center field when the camera is able to get that way. A ball and a strike and a pitch and a breaking ball misses. That's ball 2. Goki's thrown a pretty good number of pitches here in this 2nd inning. I don't have the pitch count, but he's worked. The 2-1. Strike 2 at the knees. Looked like Bautista was trying to move the strike zone a little bit. The umpire didn't buy that. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Goki checks the runner at first. Not going. Checks swing at a high fastball, and he held up in time. But so far, these Paine hitters last night and today, they're not chasing balls out of the zone. They're making the pitchers get the ball in that strike zone. Payoff pitch. Let's see if the runner on first breaks with 1 out. No. Strike 3 called. Fastball at the knees. Bautista looked like he disagreed, but that is out number 2. 3rd strikeout for Goki. Only a walk in between the 1st and the 2nd. And it brings up Camilo Martinez, a designated hitter. Last night, Martinez up for 2, but he did walk and score a run. Reached on an error, got credit for a sacrifice bunt in the 7th. That's when he scored, and he walked in the 8th. Runner at first, 2 outs now, and a throw to first. Just a little "I know you're there" from Goki. Not his best move. He did pick off a few runners last season. Pitch on the way, and a ground ball up the middle and a base hit. And the Paine College Lions have 2 men on with 2 men out. First base hit allowed by Goki. Went right up over the second base bag. Really nothing either middle infielder could do about it. Burke got the ball back in very quickly, making sure Page stops at second. Chris Williams, a center fielder, now batting. Last night, 2 for 4. Scored a couple of times as well. Scored in each of the 7th and the 8th innings. Goki checks out runner at second, delivers, and a ball skirts under the feet of Ryan Augst. Throw to third, not in time. That's a wild pitch. Page scampers into third, and Martinez advances on the same play. He's at second. Tying runs are both in scoring position. Goki will wind up. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. There's a ground ball towards second. It'll be fielded very cleanly by Reeves, and the easy throw to first retires a side. Now the Lions get a walk and a single, but leave 2. Bottom of the 2nd coming up, TBC 2, Paine nothing. Apologies, coming back a little bit late. 1 out. Jacob Burke at the plate, swings and a miss. Seth Reeds had that fly ball caught in center field by Chris Williams. And a swing and a miss. And that is strike 3 to Jacob Burke. First strikeout by Fabio Wharf. Brings up top of the order Graham Gorman. Lined out very hard to right his first time up. And that one is in there for a strike. No balls and a strike. 2 outs, bases empty. Eagles lead 2-0. We're in the bottom of the second. Gorman had to play a little jump rope to avoid getting hit by that one. A ball and a strike. And the pitch. High fly. It's well hit. It's got some carry. It is all the way back, and it is gone. Graham Gorman solo home run right past the American flag, and the Eagles lead 3-0. That is the first home run of the season for both Gorman and the TBC Eagles. So TBC putting together some 2-out hits and runs in the early going. Brings up Ryan Ongst. Honestly, I wasn't sure that ball was going to go, but it just kept on carrying. The wind is not blowing that hard, but is blowing in that direction. Page started to slow down as if he had a beat on it, and the ball just kept on going. Ongst takes that one for a strike. Ryan Ongst hit a very well struck fly ball to right his first time up. And the fastball misses up and away. Eagles lead now 3-0. And Ongst digs in. Lifts one towards left. It's going to drop down and a base hit. A lot of top spin on that one. And Ongst has himself a 2-out single. Gorman put that one over the right center field fence in between the 360 sign and the flagpole. We're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher. Wearing number 8 is Logan McGann, who got a pinch running appearance in last night's game. Gavin Williams at the plate. He singled and scored in the first. That's when the Eagles put together a 2-out, 2-run rally. The pitch is outside, a throw. Scooped by the first baseman. Bautista keeping the ball out of right field and keeping McGann at first base. So in this league, the NCCAA and in the NAIA, courtesy runners allowed for the pitcher and the catcher. Again, a good lead off first. Pitch on the way. Low roller towards third. They'll go the short route to second. The ball is dropped and everybody's safe. And then the tag applied as McGann had come off the bag. He could not quite get back in time. A little unusual ending to a play, but basically just a 5-4 put out at second base and a fielder's choice credited to Gavin Williams. Solo home run from Graham Gorman gives the Eagles a 3-0 lead as we go to the third. First pitch from Darren Goki to Vladimir Limos. Misses down low for ball one. Limos last night scored twice and drove in two. Takes another one for ball two. Officially, he was 2 for 3 with a hit batsman. Drove in a run in the seventh with a base hit and drove in another with a triple in the eighth. Takes a strike. Count now 2-1. Breaking ball from Goki is in there for strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Goki usually works quickly with the bases empty. That one missed a little bit low. Didn't miss by much, but it was down below the knees. Eagles will play here against Thomas on Tuesday. Doubleheader starting at 4. Payoff pitch. A breaking ball for a strike. Limos agreed with it and walks back to the dugout. 1 away. No argument at all from Vladimir Limos. And strikeout number 4 for Darren Goki. Trinity Baptist will play 2 doubleheaders against Florida National on Friday the 9th starting at 3 and Saturday the 10th, that's next weekend, starting at 12 noon. First pitch from Goki, a late call but a strike. This is Denny Daza, who started the ball game with a ground ball to first. Goki winds and delivers and bounces one for ball one. Every February game for Trinity Baptist is at home. Eagles will play Atlantis, a single game on Friday the 16th and a doubleheader on the 17th. High pop up towards right. Fernandez makes the catch. Looked like he lost it in the sun, but was able to find it and put it away. So 2 outs. Base is empty for Caden Wilcox, who rolled one to short his first time up. Paine College has already played Thomas University. And a high fastball for strike one. It's going to be a while before they take the field again after today. February 20th at Stillman College in Atlanta. And then February 28th, back to Atlanta to take Clark Atlanta University for a doubleheader. That one is fouled straight back. No balls and 2 strikes. The next home game for Paine, that's going to be March 2nd. Twin bill against Lincoln University. Paine College from North Augusta, Georgia, where I currently have an older brother and his wife. And their daughter, Michelle, is about to get married in just a few weeks. Of course, my niece. A ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs, base is empty. Goki delivers. There's a ground ball. That is going to be caught on the line, rather. I lost sight of that one myself. And that's going to end the inning. I think Goki actually snared it himself. I really never saw the ball. Either way, it's an out and 3 up, 3 down. So I'll write down the L1 that I never really saw. And we'll go to the bottom of the third with the Eagles leading 3-0. David Hickey will lead things off for the Eagles in the bottom of the third, followed by Jordan Fernandez and Parker Lafferty. A two-run first for the Eagles and a solo homer in the second is the scoring summary. Of course, if you go to tbceagles.com, the baseball schedule page, scroll down to this game, you can click live stats and catch up on anything you've missed. Noel Wakefield doing another terrific job for us here this afternoon. First pitch from Fabio Wharf is down low. 2 innings, 3 runs, all of them earned. And this one misses inside. Eagles have 4 hits off Wharf. He has walked 1, struck out 1, and thrown 2 costly wild pitches. And a pitch to Hickey. There's a high drive, well hit towards left, but that one's going to be run down near the corner by Beto. And Beto made an outstanding running catch on another well-hit line drive off a TBC Eagle bat. Good job by Jerry Beto. And he was looking into the sun as well, wearing the shades, and he was able to find the ball. He had to reach down for it, but he made a really good play. That's Jordan Fernandez, who had the bloop single in the first that brought home both Williams and Hickey. And he took a vicious cut at the first pitch and fouled it straight back. So no balls and a strike. They are giving him the right field line. Here's the 0-1. Off the fist, right back to the pitcher. Wharf will flip to first in time. That ball handcuffed Fernandez. And then Wharf had a little trouble getting off the mound to try to corral. This is a very high, steep pitching mound. And as I've said a few times before, the highest and steepest that I have ever seen. Trinity Christian Academy also plays here, and they tailor this mound to their big right-hander sophomore Ethan Wheeler. That pitch is in there for a strike. 6'4" Ethan Wheeler already getting talks with the University of Florida. And the 0-1, high fly ball, shallow right field. Should be an easy play for Page. And a 1-2-3 inning for Fabio Wharf as he gets the Eagles in order for the first time. We go to the fourth. Trinity Baptist leads 3-0. Darren Goki will face 3, 4, 5 in the top of the fourth. Jerry Beto, Dominique Page, and Joel Malone. 2 7-inning ball games here this afternoon. The softball games should start in about 5 to 10 minutes. Goki's first pitch. And a good curveball, but it stays outside. This is the first time we're going to try to broadcast 2 games at the same time. And Goki's able to get that outside half of the plate. And Goki swing and a miss. Lucas Spee is doing the play-by-play on the softball field, and the live stream has started. The game has not started yet. Lucas ready to bring you softball action between the Lions and the Eagles. Paine College down here, both the softball and baseball teams. A ball and 2 strikes after the foul ball to Beto, who went down swinging his first time up. 1 of 4 strikeout victims for Goki. High pop fly. That one's going to reach the sidelines and get out of play. So the count remains 1-2. Basketball at Tacoma Falls this afternoon, both the women and the men's South Region competition. That one broke around the plate, says the umpire, so 2 balls, 2 strikes. Goki ready and the pitch. Did not get the call that he was looking for, and the count is full. Must have been a little bit outside. He had the height, but from up here, tough to tell on those borderline edges of the plate. Here's a 3-2. That one is in there for strike 3 and no argument from Beto. Number 5 for Darren Goki. Eagles will have the bottom of the order due up in the bottom half of the inning. 7, 8, 9, Norguris, Reeves, and Burke. Here's Dominique Page. Drew a walk his first time up and takes this one down for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Ready with the pitch, swing, and a miss. Counts 1-1. 1 out, bases are empty, and the pitch. That's a hot shot into left field. So Dominique Page is her first hit of the game and second time on base. Brings up Joel Malone, the catcher, who was called out on strikes his first time up. Potential tying run is still in the on-deck circle. Eagles lead 3-0. 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second. A solo homer from Graham Gorman. First pitch misses. That's ball 1. Goki got underneath the breaking ball this time and left it upstairs. Two balls, no strikes. And a fastball right down the middle. Evens things up at 2-1. Here's a 2-1 on the way. Malone chased one in the dirt that time and tried to golf that one about 300 yards. Little Tiger Woods action looking for. Here's a 2-2. That one misses upstairs, and the count is full with the runner at first and 1 out. Page in the same situation as he was in the second. He did not attempt the run then. He ended up getting as far as third base before the inning come to an end. And this one is popped foul over the Lions dugout. Page not running on that pitch. There's only 1 out, but many managers do like to send the runner with the count of 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, and Goki delivers from the stretch and got him swinging. Lions haven't chased many out of the zone, but Malone did a couple of times in that at-bat. Helps out Goki, and now there are 2 away. Christian Batista at the plate. He was called out on strikes in the second. Two outs, a runner at first. Eagles lead 3-0. Top of the fourth, Lions batting. Goki throw to first. It is close, but the runner's back in time. And Goki had a few pickoffs last season. Almost caught Paige leaning the wrong way, but Paige was able to get his hand in just under the tag. Runner not going, and a breaking ball. A little bit tight. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 ball, no strikes. Paige shortens up his lead on this one. Not going, and a fastball's low and inside. Bautista ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. And that bouncer's off the plate. Paige will trot on into second on the wild pitch. Well, Goki has a 3-run lead. He just needs to concentrate on the batter. Now 3 balls, no strikes. Camilo Martinez in the on-deck circle, barring any changes. Softball game just about to begin. Goki now toes the rubber. Gets in the stretch with the runner at second. 2 outs, 3 balls, no strikes. And it looked like Bautista was taking that one all the way, and he takes a strike at the knees. Count now 3-1, and the pitch. Big rip and a foul straight back. Bautista may have pulled his head a little too soon, as he looked like he was right on that Goki fastball. And now Goki a chance to end the inning right here and now. 3-2, 2 outs. Trying to work back from a 3-ball, no strike count. There's a drive in the left. That's a base hit. Paige will round third. The throw will be cut off. Wise decision by Gorman. The run will score, and it's 3-1. RBI single for Christian Bautista, and a very good at-bat. Got ahead in the count. Took a strike. Was right on a foul ball, and then got the RBI single in the left. That is only the second hit allowed by Goki. Well, the wild pitch ended up hurting as Paige came around to score. First pitch is low, but blocked by Ryan Ongst. The 1-0 fastball right down the middle. A ball and a strike. Goki checks that runner at first. There's a fastball grounded towards second. And a play made by Reeves, a short wait for 6 to end the inning. 1 run on a couple of hits and 1 man left. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Eagles lead 3-1. Eagles come to bat in the bottom of the fourth, leading 3-1. 7, 8, 9 are due up. Nate Norguris, Seth Reeves, and Jacob Burke. Fabio Wharf on the hill for Paine College. He's gone 3 innings so far, allowed 3 earned runs on 4 hits. He has walked 1 and struck out 2. Check that, he has struck out 1. A ball and a strike. Norguris was the strikeout victim, called out in the first. There's a tapper. Got a chance to beat it. He's going to have to hurry, though, to throw to first. It's a close play, but out. Lemos rounded off, charged it through in one motion, and made a good, solid throw to get Norguris, who was hustling down the line. Seth Reeves at the plate, flew out to center his first time up. Reeves, left-hand hitter. Foul tip right into the mitt. Batista playing back for the left-handed hitter. 1 strike pitch is strike 2 at the knees. Aiden Wilcox at third, even if not in front of the bag, as Wharf delivers the ball. Middle infielder's back. Line drive in a left. That's going to drop down for a base hit. Reeves with 2 strikes just kind of flicked his wrist and poked one into left field and got himself a single. Jacob Burke at the plate with a man on and 1 out. I had it right the first time. Wharf does have 2 strikeouts. Burke was number 2 in the second inning. Good lead off first by Reeves. And the first pitch pulled foul. Looks like the softball game is now underway. Paine College at Trinity Baptist, just like you're watching here on the baseball field. No balls and a strike to Jacob Burke. And he takes one upstairs to even the count. One and one. Reeves another very good lead off first. Not going, but he got a terrific secondary. And the pitch misses low and inside. 2 balls and a strike. Looks like we're approaching 70 degrees, and it feels terrific out here at Trinity Ball Yard. Here's a 2-1. Low and outside for ball 3. Top of the order due up next. Graham Gorman is in the on-deck circle. Burke with a whole lot of room on the right side. If he can get it either in the air or on the ground that way, he could be running a long time. Instead, he pulls this one a little bit, gets it up into center field, and it is chased down by Chris Williams. It looked like he was trying to go that way with all that room, but it was a little bit out in front. Hit the ball pretty well, but Williams had him positioned just right. Graham Gorman is 1 for 2, a solo homer over the right center field fence his first time up, or last time up. First time up, hit a hard line drive caught in right by Dominique Page. They're giving him all that room on the right side as well. That ball bounces in the dirt, and a wild pitch will put the runner at second. Wild pitches have hurt both hurlers so far this afternoon. That is the third one that Fabio Wharf has uncorked. Good speed at second base, and Seth Reeves. Gorman takes this one for a strike to even the count. One ball, one strike. Wolf checks that runner at second. And the pitch, slide step, and another one gets away. Reeves will take third. And now the Eagles have a runner at third, but there are two out. We saw one last night hit off that very low concrete wall back behind home plate. The Eagles were able to turn that into an out on a runner trying to score. Reeves at third. Infield not worried about him because there are two out, so they're back. Here's a 2-1. And this one misses inside for ball three. Eagles in the dugout yelling good take out there to Graham Gorman. He's now in the driver's seat. 3 balls and a strike. And a pitch. Ball 4 puts runners at the corners with 2 outs. That's only the second walk issued by Worf. And now the first and third signal is being relayed to the infield from Joel Malone, just in case Gorman has any ideas of running. Ryan Ongst, normally a terrific contact hitter at the plate. 1 for 2, a base hit in the second. He will go the other way. He'll hit the ball all over the ballpark. Let's see what Gorman has in mind. He has a pretty good lead off first. 2 outs, not going, and a strike on the outer half. Not the pitch Rhino wanted, so he let it go knowing he has a couple more. No balls and a strike. Worf checks that runner at first, looks to third, and delivers. High pop-up. That one is going to go into the TBC bullpen. That's strike 2, and now Worf a chance to get out of the inning unscathed. No update yet on the softball game. No balls, 2 strikes. Rhino in the front of the box. And a pitch. That one misses high and away. Ryan Ongst. He doesn't have much room. He has to take a very small step, if any, because his foot is just inches inside the front of the batter's box. Trying to make sure he doesn't fall for the breaking ball. They're going to try the steal. The throw to second. They got him. But it looks like they're going to call a balk on Fabio Worf. And that means Seth Reeve will score on the balk. And also on the play, Graham Gorman advances to second. That makes the score 4-1 Eagles. And now Onk still has an RBI opportunity and a chance to extend the lead a little more. Reaches for that one and rolls it towards second. The throw to first. Onk's hustling, but it's in time. Eagles get a run on a hit and a walk and leave one. After 4, Trinity Baptist leads 4-1. Well, the balk helps extend the lead back to 3 runs as TBC leads 4-1 as we start the 5th inning. Darren Goki has been terrific. Just the 1 earned run, a couple of hits through 4 innings. Bunt shown on the first pitch. Chris Williams pushes it foul. Nothing out of 1. A ground ball. The second, his only time up in the 2nd inning. Goki has walked 1. He has struck out 6. He has thrown a wild pitch. Seems to be a delay at the softball field. They have not yet started. Scheduled time was 1 o'clock. No balls and a strike. High fly ball towards left. Should be an easy catch for Lafferty. Then the ball just kind of died out there, and he had to charge in. At first, he had stopped, but he stayed with it and made the play. 1 out for Vladimir Lemos, who was called out on strikes to open up the 3rd inning. Left-hand hitter will take the first pitch swinging and a strike. Goki's breaking ball has been very sharp this afternoon. No word on who will pitch for either team in Game 2. And Goki, with the fastball, is in there for a strike. Not sure Lemos was ready for a fastball after that beautiful bender on the first pitch. 0-2. Goki winds and delivers. Breaking ball, got him swinging. A 3-pitch strikeout makes easy work of Lemos. Strikeout number 7, and there are 2 away. Top of the order, Denny Daza at the plate. A ground out and a fly out, both to the right side. And Goki ready. He got the first 2 men with ease. And there's a ground ball towards second. Reeves, a clean play. And a very quick 1-2-3 inning for Darren Goki. Eagles come to bat in the bottom of the 5th. 3, 4, and 5 are due up. They lead at 4-1. Gavin Williams leads off for the Eagles, who lead 4-1. Bottom of the 5th. First pitch swinging, and he fouls this one right off Malone. Joel Malone fouled one off his own foot a little while ago, and now that one looked like it got his bare hand. So he's had a tough afternoon regarding getting hit with the ball. Of course, the umpire, as a courtesy, goes out, pretends to talk to Wharf. Catchers and umpires, they'll do that for each other. They're both back there, and they can take a beating. Williams takes this one for ball one to even the count. A ball and a strike, and this one is in the dirt. Eagles lead at 4-1. And this one is pulled foul. Two balls, two strikes. Gavin Williams has singled and scored and grounded into a fielder's choice. Two balls, two strikes, and the pitch. That one's hit very sharply right at Wilcox. The throw, though, gets away. Williams is safe at first, on his way to second. That's going to be an error all the way on the third baseman. Two-base error puts Williams at second and brings up David Hickey, who has walked and scored and lined to left. Runner at second, nobody out. Let's see if TBC can take advantage of a miscue to start the inning. Hickey, a check swing, but he went a little too far, and that is strike one. No balls and a strike. And Hickey digs in, and this one is a little bit low. Worf not overpowering, but he seems to have lost a little bit off his fastball since the ball game began. Ball and a strike. High fly ball, but he got under it. That should be an easy catch for Page. He makes a catch. Here's a runner tagging from second. He'll make it into third, standing up. So a very productive out for David Hickey. Just goes as an F9 in the book, and advancing to third is Williams. So it counts against Hickey's batting average, but he has just gotten points from his teammates for advancing the runner to third. One out for Jordan Fernandez, who has a two-run single and a grounder back to the pitcher. Chance for him to drive in a big insurance run. TBC trying to come back after losing 8-3 last night, leading 4-1 in the first of two 7-inning ball games. Infield is in at all four positions. And the first pitch almost got the batter right in the chin. Wilcox, Daza, Lemos, and Batista all touching grass. High pop foul. This one's out of play, and it counts even at 1-1. All Fernandez needs to do is get the ball over that drawn-in infield, and he'll drive in a run. Over or through somehow. Paine trying to cut that runner down at the plate, or at least keep him at third. Here's the 1-1. Strike two called. Fernandez didn't like the pitch. It was down low. He was looking one he could get into the outfield. Now, anything close, he needs to put the bat on the ball. 1-2, one out, runner at third. Worf checks that runner and delivers. And a good backhanded stop by Malone. He keeps Williams at third. Williams reached on a throwing error, got to second as the ball got past Batista at first. They advanced to third on the fly to right off the bat of David Hickey. And now Fernandez is trying to bring him in. There's one out. The 2-2. Got him swinging, and Fernandez chased one well out of the zone. Two outs for Parker Lafferty, and now will take a base hit, and the infield can go back to normal depth. Lafferty, nothing out of 2. Fabio Wharf taking his time. It's starting to get a little bit warmer out there on the field. He's been on the mound the entire ball game. Now Parker Lafferty trying to drive in this big insurance run. Going to take a base hit now, and the pitch on the way is in the dirt. Malone did exactly what he's supposed to do. Get in front of the ball and lean the chest forward to knock the ball right down in front of him. 1 ball, no strikes. Naguris on deck in case Lafferty keeps the inning alive. And the 1-0. Line drive toward the gap, but it's going to be tracked down and caught. Chris Williams puts it away to end the inning. Lafferty hit the ball pretty well, but the Eagles, the leadoff error does not hurt Paine. He's left at third, and we go to the 6th with TBC leading 4-1. Top of the 6th, and Darren Goki working on a gem this afternoon. 5 innings, just 1 earned run on a couple of hits. First pitch to Caden Wilcox is in there for a strike. Wilcox has grounded to short and lined back to the pitcher after he got a couple of hits last night. This one is in the dirt. Counts even at a ball and a strike. One ball, 1 strike. Goki brilliant, and the pitch. There's a base hit on a line drive into center. Wilcox took a big turnaround first, but he'll stop right there. It's only the 3rd hit for the Lions. A runner at first, nobody out. And number 3 hitter, Jerry Beto at the plate. He has struck out twice. Takes first pitch fastball for us upstairs for ball 1. Goki slows things down a little bit with the runner on base and delivers, and a foul tip, and a ball got away from Ongst. But it's a foul ball, so the count's even at a ball and a strike. There's a drive into left. That's going to be a base hit. Paine College came to life in the 6th inning last night. They now have the first 2 men aboard in the 6th inning now. Single to center, followed by a single into left. Wilcox at second, Beto at first, and Dominique Page, the hitter. Hit number 4, and time called. Coach Copeland heading out to the mound. Darren Goki is going to get a very nice ovation from his fans and his teammates as he heads back to the dugout, still leading 4-1. We'll see who's coming in to take the mound. It looks like Brandon Huang, and we'll tell you a little bit more about Brandon in just a moment. New pitcher is Brandon Huang making his first appearance of the season. He inherits 2 men on and nobody out in the 6th inning. Goki, a great afternoon, but he allowed these 2 hits. Tying run now at the plate, and Huang's first pitch breaking ball misses for ball 1. Goki 5+ innings, just 1 run, but he's responsible for the 2 men on base. And Huang misses up and away. Jose Michel left in the 6th inning as well, and that's when Paine made their comeback. That one misses. That's ball 3. Joel Malone waiting on deck. Softball game still has not started, as I checked just a little while ago. Huang's pitch. That's ball 4. And there's now a line at every base with nobody out. It'll bring up Joel Malone, who has struck out twice, both times against Goki. Time called. Malone talking with Coach Marshall. Joel Malone. Big opportunity for him and the Lions. Huang threw 4 straight balls out of the zone and gets this one in for strike 1. Corners are in. Middle infielders will trade a run for a chance to turn two. Hickey and Gorman playing tight. There's a grounder towards second. To second for one, but they'll get nothing as the ball gets away from Reeves. 2 runs are going to score. That is an error on the second baseman. That'll be 1 RBI for Malone. He gets credit for a fielder's choice. Wilcox scores. It's now 4-2. Beto advances to third. Page is aboard on the E4. 1 run is in, nobody out. Actually, I'm wrong. They said they called him out on the transfer. So this is why I use an eraser. So there is 1 out. The out went 6-4. The run did score. And Huang with the pitch. Back to the box, off Huang. He has only 1 play to throw to first, is in time. That's an RBI ground ball for Christian Batista, pulling the Lions to within 1 at 4-3. Huang was able to stay with it, and Malone advances to second on the play. Camilo Martinez with the tying run now at second has a chance to drive him in. Coach Broden out there to check on his right-hander. Ball hit off his leg. He stayed with it. Got the only play he had, the out at first. And it looks like we might have another change as that last ball hit Huang right on the leg. So we're going to pause here and we'll be right back. New pitcher Drew Billings, hard throwing right-hander, misses low for ball one. Counts even at 1-1. During the break, we were able to update everything correctly. It is 4-4. There's one out with the runner at second. And now they're going to call a balk on Billings. And Billings is going to plead his case. You're allowed to fake the second, but he moved a couple of different times. And that's the balk, sending Malone to third. So Martinez with one out, chance to drive in the run. The infield comes in. And Billings with a beautiful breaking ball. In 2 strikes, this would be a huge out to get to keep that runner at third. Inning started with a pair of singles. And the pitch. High pop up. Hickey near the dugout makes the catch. Two outs. Chris Williams at the plate. He is 0 for 2. Grounded to second, fly to left. Eagles will have 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of the 6th. Billings delivers and misses inside. One ball, no strikes. And this one is outside. Billings ready and the pitch. High pop up. That one's going to get over the Eagles dugout and out of play. Drew Billings out there on the mound for TBC trying to get out of a mess. Sophomore from Cartersville, Georgia. And it looked like the batter might have gone for the ball. And they're going to keep him at the plate. Williams turned around to bunt, went for it. The pitch hit him, but he is not awarded first base. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big pitch right here for Drew Billings. Transfer from Shorter University. Strike 3 called. Billings is able to get out of the inning, leaving that go-ahead run at third. Paine scores 3 to tie it up at 4 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the sixth, 7, 8, and 9 are due up, and Jack Musgrave will bat for Nate Norgaris. We saw Musgrave pinch hit in last night's ball game as well. He was hit by a pitch in the sixth inning. And he repeats it here tonight, this afternoon, as Musgrave hit by the first pitch from Fabio Wharf, and the go-ahead run is on first. Runner Malone left at third, but Paine scored 3 to tie it up. Seth Reeves at the plate, singled and scored in the fourth. Runner at first, nobody out. And a pitch. Bunt shown, and the pitch is up and away. We're in the bottom of the sixth. Go-ahead run at first. Musgrave batted for Norgaris. He was hit by a pitch. Wharf with the delivery. The bunt is down, but pulled foul. Fabio Wharf has been the only Lions pitcher so far. Last night, they got a 9-inning complete game from Christian Tabadillo. So they've used only 2 pitchers so far in the series. The 1-1. The bunt is down. Only one play to flip to first. Scooped off the ground by Batista, and they get the out. Musgrave to second. Reeves does his job, a sacrifice bunt. One away. Norgaris had taken back over for Musgrave, so he's at second now. And Jacob Burke at the plate. Wharf delivers and misses low for ball one. No action in the Paine bullpen. They brought, I believe, just 15 players down to Jacksonville. A ball and no strikes, and this one is in the dirt for ball two. Wharf 6 hits allowed. 4 runs, all of them earned. He's walked 2 and struck out 3. 2 balls, no strikes to Burke, top of the order next. There's a ball well hit to the outfield. That's going to be caught, however, on the run. Dominique Page has played a terrific right field in this series. Eagles are hitting the ball hard, but anytime it gets near Page, it's becoming out. The only time it didn't is when Gorman got it over the fence. And Gorman is at the plate now. Walked his last time up. 1 for 2 officially with the home run in the second inning. Norgaris at second. He runs well. A base hit to the outfield should score the run. He doesn't have to hold up to see if anything will be caught. Little tapper foul to the left side. Eagles led 3-0, then 3-1, then 4-1, and now it's tied 4-4. No balls and a strike. And strike 2 called on the inside corner on a breaking ball. Well, Darren Goki can no longer win it after he went 5 brilliant innings. They got to him a little bit in the sixth. No balls, 2 strikes. And this one is downstairs. Rookie charged with 3 earned runs. He allowed 5 hits. He walked 1. And he struck out 7. The 1-2. High fly ball to center. Got a chance to get down. It is being chased, and it's going to be caught up against the fence. Chris Williams on the dead run. The left-hander reaches up with his right hand, makes a running catch, 1 step in front of the fence, denying the Eagles of a run and some extra bases. Great catch out there in center field by Chris Williams. We go to the 7th, all tied up 4-4. Nine, 1, and 2 due up for the Lions. Lemos, Daza, and Wilcox facing Drew Billings, and a blooper foul to the left side. TBC got 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the fourth. Paine got 1 in the fourth and 3 in the sixth. Billings working quickly, misses low and outside. One ball, 1 strike. And that one misses outside for ball 2. Two balls and a strike. And Billings with the pitch. It's strike 2. Looks like the softball game still has not started. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. 1 out. Base is empty. Top of the order, Denny Daza. Wonder if they decided to move that game back to 2 o'clock. And Daza ready to go. Nothing out of 3. Couple of ground balls and a fly ball. Billings gets him to pop up the first pitch. Hickey near the dugout, makes the catch. Two outs. And it brings up Caden Wilcox. Eagles have 2, 3, and 4 due up in the bottom of the 7th. Ongst, Williams, and Hickey. This is Caden Wilcox. He started that 6th inning with a base hit. And the pitch in there for a strike. Nothing in one. Swing and a miss. That is strike two. Got him on three pitches. And Billings took something off each time. Had Wilcox well out in front. And now one run will win it for the Eagles. We go to the bottom of the seventh, tied at 4. Ryan Onks leading off for the Eagles in the bottom of the seventh. Rolls one into right field, but it's going to stay up and be caught. Keep it away from Page if you want to get on base. One out. Chris Williams made a potential game-saving catch to end the sixth inning. Ranged very far to his left and back and made a catch one-handed up against the fence. This is Gavin Williams. He spins out of the way of the first pitch. One ball, no strikes. This one is in the dirt. Fabio Wharf has been the only Paine College Lion on the mound. Here's a 1-0. That's a high drive, well hit towards left center field. It's got a chance. It's off the wall. Here's Williams on his way to second, and he came just a couple of feet from ending this ball game. Ball hit high off the wall. Williams at second with nobody out. Extra bases for Williams. He's in scoring position. David Hickey at the plate. A chance to end this one with a base hit to the outfield. He takes the first pitch for a strike. Right now it is Drew Billings against Fabio Wharf. No decision for Goki or for Brandon Huang. That one is in the dirt. One ball, one strike to David Hickey. Tell you, Gavin Williams, everyone in the ballpark, that ball might be gone, and it hit the top of the fence. The 1-1. Line drive down the left field line, a fair ball. They're going to send Williams. The throw to the plate. It is not in time. The Eagles win. David Hickey drives home Gavin Williams with the winning run, and the Eagles, after losing the lead, come back to win it in the bottom of the 7th. Final score, TBC 5. Paine College 4. Trinity Baptist now 1-1 overall. The win goes to Drew Billings, who has 1 win and no losses on the season. Eagles now 1-1 in conference play. Paine College 2-2 overall, 1-1 in South Region Conference play. And the loser is Fabio Wharf. He is now 0-1 on the season. That's only the first of 2. Second one, look for us to restart a new stream sometime around 2:30 p.m. Thank you for watching TBC Eagles Baseball. We'll be back. Stay with us.